Hey guys, so I got some new blushes from e.l.f. and I thought I would show them to you, tell you what I think, and I looked at what else I had from blush in that category and I thought why not just show everything that I have. So let's get started then. The very first thing that I ever got from e.l.f. in terms of blush was the contouring blush and bronzing powder. And I think this comes in different shades now, but at the time that I got it, it was just called Blushed Bronzed, but they now call this St. Lucia. But that shows you how long I've had this. I've had this for a long time, and it's really pretty. It's just like a pale peach with shimmer blush, I'm going to say. And then the bronzer is sort of on the light side, I would say, for bronzers. And some people compare this to NARS Orgasm and Laguna, and I don't see that at all. To me, they're not close, especially the blush. The blush to me is not close at all. And I don't think the bronzer is close either, so I don't know why people say that. But there's what they look like swatched. On the blush is on my ring finger, and then this is the bronzer here. I feel like the bronzer maybe swatches a little darker than it actually is, because see, the blush is very, very light. It just kind of disappears when I take those swatches and put it into my hand, but the bronzer does not. So the bronzer is quite pigmented, and the blush not so much. I used to use that palette a lot when I first got it, but I have a lot of other things that sorry, I'm trying very hard to get a wipe here. Here we go. I have a lot of things that I like a lot better than that palette, so I don't really reach for it that much anymore, but at the time, it was really hyped, and, you know, it's okay, but it's not one of my favorites, I'll say. And then the next thing I had gotten from e.l.f., and you know, this is going back a while, is one of their studio blushes called Mellow Mauve. And this is what that looks like. And again, it's okay, but I don't feel like I really reach for it that much. This isn't really the greatest color for me. I feel like in terms of mauve blushes, this might be a little dark, a little too deep for me. So I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with it. It's just not a good shade for me. So then that leads us to the newer things. Well, actually, one of these things I've showed you before. This is a shimmering facial whip. And these can be used on your eyes as a blush or on your lips, or at least that's what they say. I thought that this was pretty, and this is a really pretty shade. So that's what it looks like, just, you know, kind of plopped on my hand. And then that's what it looks like blended in. This is in Persimmon. And this is really pretty, but I feel like these are not really the greatest product to use on your eyes or your lips. They just don't really apply well or blend out well. And when you put this on as a blush, it's pretty, but something about the formula is kind of difficult to make it look natural, we'll say. So I can use that and I can make it work, but I want to try another shade just to kind of see. So all the products I'm going to show you now are the new things that I've gotten. So this is Lilac Petal. So it's another one of those shimmering facial whips. And this was a total fail for me. because while the shade is beautiful, there's the shade. There it is blended. But what happens is because this is such a light shade, it's like frosty. Way, way too frosty. The persimmon is workable and is pretty. This shade is absolutely not. I've tried using this a number of different ways and you just can't. It just doesn't look nice, you know, when you're trying to apply it or blend it out. So the shimmering facial whips, I would stay away from. It's my least favorite e.l.f. product. This is what they call an all-over cover stick. And this is in the shade Pink Lemonade. That's what it looks like. Everything that e.l.f. has that is called Pink Lemonade smells so good that you just want to walk around sniffing this all day. And it's just that shade for some reason. If you hear a big noise outside, the trash man is here. Yeah, it's just that shade, Pink Lemonade. All their other products don't really have much of a smell, but anyway, again, this is supposed to be a multi-purpose product. You're supposed to be able to use this for anything you want to use it for. Your lips, your cheeks, your eyes, whatever. I've tried using this as a blush, and I feel like it's, well, here, let me do a swatch so you can see. Okay, there's a swatch. And I feel like this is just a little too shimmery and a little too moisturizing and borderline sticky to use as a blush, because you're gonna be able to like feel that. And when it comes to cheek products or blush sticks or anything like that, the formula has to be just right or it's going to drive you nuts. And I don't care for the way this feels on my cheeks. It's a little too sticky, a little too moist. If I was going to use this anyway at all, I would use it on my lips. And it works okay as a lip product, but I don't like it on my cheeks, and I definitely would not put it on my eyes because that color is just going to make you look, you know, tired and whatnot. But it is a pretty color, but the formula to me doesn't work as a blush. But it would be okay on your lips because we're used to things being a little sticky on our lips, right? Okay, and the last two things I have are the two newest shades I have gotten of the Studio blushes. This one is called Pink Passion. The labels are really tiny on the back of the e.l.f. products. So that is what this looks like. And see how there's like a stripe of a lighter color on the top and then a deeper color on the bottom? I've noticed, like by watching other people's videos, that some people have this type and then some people it's just all one shade. So not really sure, you know, did they change that at some point and now it's like two shades so that you can use them separately or blend them together? Or is this some kind of a factory defect? But yeah, I've noticed that not everybody's is like that. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But if you swirl the two colors together, this is what you get. Really, really pretty, bright pink. And then when it's blended out, it's, you know, just a nice pink, very wearable. Not too crazy, not too bright. Very nice, bright pink, but not too bright. But my favorite, I would say, out of all these things is this. This is the Studio Blush in Twinkle Pink. And to me, this is not pink. Well, it is kind of. I would say it's a peachy pink. And this is what I'm wearing today, and I have worn the heck out of this since I got it. But see, it's a peachy pink, and it's loaded with shimmer. But just such a perfect shade. I mean, it's not too dark, it's not too deep. It's dark enough that it shows up on your skin, and this actually shows up rather well on my skin. And yeah, that's what I have on. So see, I've just got that hint of color. It looks really natural, and being a cross between pink and peach, it's just the perfect shade. And the shimmer, it looks really crazy in the pan. Did I swatch this for you yet? I don't think I did. The shimmer looks really crazy in the pan, but when it's applied on your skin, you can see it, but it's not crazy. Fantastic, gorgeous, gorgeous blush. If I was just gonna buy one out of all the things that I have, I would get this, and then my runner-up would be that Pink Passion. I would just buy those two things, and I probably wouldn't repurchase any of those other things that I showed you, because either they're too hard to work with, or they're just not the right color for me, or whatever. So that's what I think about my new blush purchases that I got from e.l.f. And I'll see you next time.